Hello and welcome to SPSN News. I'm Mr. Zaborni. This week, the students of TV2 have recorded an audio version of all their news stories. So, without further ado, here is the latest edition of SPSN News.
Within the tri-state area, covered by Jared from SPSN News. The New Year's Ball Drop. The year started off right with the New Year's Ball Drop event in New York City. This has been an annual tradition that has been going on since 1907, only missing 2 years, 1942 and 1943. The ball drop is a very popular event held on December 31st every year, going into January 1st. The event started at 6 p.m. with hundreds of thousands of spectators coming from all across the world to watch. The event is also nationally televised each year with millions of spectators. Over a ton of confetti was dropped at the drop this year as the ball dropped down. Famous artists such as Jack Harlow, Sweetie, Billy Joe Armstrong, and others performed live at the event. The ball drop event overall was a big success while still having to follow COVID precautions. This is SPSN News. We'll be back in a moment.
The movie Venom II was released on October 1st, 2021. The film opened to 90.1 million at the domestic box office, the biggest three-day launch of the pandemic era, fueling the biggest weekend overall since COVID-19 shut down theaters in March 2020. Venom II marks the second best October launch of all time behind the Joker movie, which opened to 96.2 million in 2019. Venom II, made by Sony in association with Marvel Studios, came in $25 to $30 million ahead of expectations to become the first movie of the pandemic era to clock in ahead of the first movie Venom, which opened to 80.3 million in 2018. Venom 2 also made headlines in its first foreign market, Russia, when opening to 13.8 million. It is Sony's biggest opening of all time in that market.
Here's Mike of TV2 introducing a new type of fashion. With technology playing a large factor in our everyday lives regarding phones, computers, and other electronic devices we use on an everyday basis, you could be seeing these electronic devices in your clothing now. The fashion industry had a major mix-up in 2013, introducing the 3D printed designs on wearable clothes. It has only evolved further with it. In 2021, designers are printing everything from hats to footwear with their new methods of making clothes. The spider dress from Anouk Miperkritis, a fully 3D printed dress with mechanical arms that responds with whoever's in rear of the dress or reacts with the person's breathing to activate defense protocols infused with the dress. This is just one of the many new and improved eco-friendly fashion trends of 2021. The dress design comes from Julia Davey, along with many other designs and creators printing these dresses in the new year.
Here's Jocelyn with the feel-good story. In Newark High School, freshman Mia Kerr will become the first ever student to be on the school board. Mia always had a passion for school education. She quoted, "Ever since I was in middle school, I always wanted to work on improving the situation for myself and other students. Although she can't vote on certain things or get information on legal matters, her voice will be heard and her ideas will come to play."
Welcome back to SPSN News. I'm Alex. Now for sports and weather together. The boys basketball team has a 3-2 record with wins against Metuchen, Great Oaks Charter, and Middlesex, with losses to North Plainfield and South River. Their next game will be Friday, January 7th in Highland Park at 7 p.m. The girls basketball team has a 2-2 record with wins against Metuchen and South Amboy and losses to East Brunswick and Middlesex. On January 2nd, the girls basketball team held the North vs. South Showcase. The girls will be playing in Middlesex on Wednesday, January 5th at 5:30. Windsor track athletes have been working diligently, but as of now, we have no scores to report on. The wrestling team has a 1-2 record with a win against Willingboro and losses against Woodbridge and North Brunswick. Their next match is January 6th on a Thursday in South River at 5 p.m. The cheerleaders have been loud and proud at all home events this season. Good luck to all the athletes as their seasons go on. Here is Martha with the weather.
Here is our weather report from SPSN News. As the season goes on, it gets colder every day. For the next couple of days, it will be in the low 30s and the high 40s. For the next couple of days, we are looking at 50% snow on Friday and some rain on Sunday.
That's our program. This has been SPSN News. I'm Mr. Zaborny, and on behalf of everyone at TV2 and SPSN, Happy New Year, and we'll see you next time, Spotswood.